The country resolves to protect its sovereign rights on a rule-based approach is gaining more and more international support. This was very evident in the successful holding of a multilateral maritime cooperative activity with several other nations who have also been our longtime allies. Patrick De Jesus has more.
Navy ships of the Philippines, the United States of America, Japan, and Australia sailed together last Sunday in the West Philippine Sea as part of the first multilateral maritime cooperative activity between the four countries. They sailed from the coast of Busuanga, Palawan to Sabina Shoal and Recto Bank and conducted naval maneuvers to include participating Philippine ships, the BRP Antonio Luna, BRP Gregorio del Pilar, and BRP Valentin Diaz, while air assets also flew, including Wildcat helicopters of the Philippine Navy. One of the activities in the four-nation naval drill was the anti-submarine warfare exercise.
Yung anti-submarine warfare drill is actually just sensing kung may mga presence na mga underwater vessels. May mga sensors tayo.
The MMCA concluded as scheduled and was declared a complete success, despite the two ships of the People's Liberation Army Navy of China being monitored 6 nautical miles from the activity area.
Successful po yung nangyaring exercise natin. We were able to achieve all the objectives that we have set forth. Ngayon, while they were doing the exercise, we noticed the presence of 2 PLA Navy ships, no, in the distance. Pero wala naman pong ginawa itong mga Navy ships na ito para i-block or hadlangan yung ginagawa nating mga exercises. So tuloy-tuloy naman, naging successful yung ating multinational maritime cooperative activity.
On the part of the Defense Department, the MMCA, which was planned 2 years ago and finalized in January this year, aims to show the unity among the participating countries in respecting the Philippine maritime rights in accordance with international law.
What we wanted to do here is to uphold the freedom of navigation and overflight. We want to send a clear message about the unity and resolve of our nations, especially the 4 nations that participated in upholding universally recognized norms and principles. And the MCA is a practical implementation of our partnership with like-minded countries.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., on the other hand, said interoperability will be strengthened through such activities. In line with this, he stressed engaging in dialogue is still part of the government's measures in easing tensions in the WPS.
So we are trying everything. We still continue to talk at a ministerial level, at a sub-ministerial level, at a people-to-people level. Lahat ng maaari natin gawin, ginagawa natin para kausap ang Chinese leadership, ang Beijing, makausap sila na wag na natin masyadong papainitin pa. Pag-usap tayo na mabuti para walang banggaan, walang cannon, walang water cannon, hindi na mabalik sa ganun.
Meanwhile, the Philippine Coast Guard and Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, through their ships BRP Lapu-Lapu and BRP Cabra, led the laying down of fishing aggravating devices, or locally known as payaw, at Iroquois or Luzon Reef in Recto Bank last Thursday. 25 Filipino fisherfolk beneficiaries assisted in the activity. Luzon Reef is 141 nautical miles from mainland Palawan, which is well within the country's exclusive economic zone. Despite the presence of 2 China Coast Guard ships involved in prior acts of harassment, the mission was successful, wherein a total of 10 FADs were set in place in a large part of Luzon Reef. The PCG said it will keep tabs on the area to ensure these will not be removed by any foreign vessel.
We have asked the support of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, and of course for the Filipino fishing boats, to support the government, in monitoring this payaw na nandyan pa din. And the moment na maputol sila, ay i-report nila ito sa Philippine Coast Guard at sa Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources.
The PCG and BFAR will conduct more similar activities in line with the President's directive on food security and ensuring protection of Pinoy fisher folk in the West Philippine Sea. Patrick De Jesus from the National TV for a new and better Philippines.